Hey YouTube, I'm Candyss Love, the Soul Traveler, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you guys know, you've been asking about my skincare for a very long time. I am finally able to reveal that my skincare line, Sasha Flowers Intentional SkinCare, is now available and on sale. You can click the link below to my website to purchase. I have been creating my own skincare products for a very long time now. I have not always had really nice skin. As you all know, I battled the addiction to alcohol a few years ago. I'm actually 3 years sober now, this month in March. So after I stopped drinking alcohol, my skin really broke out. And what happened was all of the trauma that I had stored in my body, all of the toxicity was now able to resurface through my body and come out through my skin. And so I had dark spots, super dark hyperpigmentation. I had a lot of blackheads. I had whiteheads, clogged pores. I had pimples that just hurt extremely bad, and I had them all in this area. And it literally killed my confidence. I remember a friend inviting me to go out, and just texting her back, I feel self-conscious about my skin, so I didn't go. And so there were a lot of places that I wouldn't go because of the fact that I was just so self-conscious, and my confidence was none. I had no confidence at all. And so after I stopped drinking and I tried every product on the market, I spent so much money. I went to a dermatologist. I spent so much money on products, store products, high end and low end, just trying to make something happen. And that caused me to have to do a lot of research. And I had to really get serious about finding out why was my skin responding this way. And that caused me to learn about the anatomy. And the anatomy caused me to learn about organs. And organs caused me to learn about food. And then how the food participates in the body and transmutes into certain types of energy. And so I had to really change my entire lifestyle. Not only did I have to change what I was eating, I also had to focus on intentional healing. And you guys know I'm a one-on-one intentional healing coach. I'm a life coach. And so before this, I had to be very diligent and intentional in my healing journey. Because when we're holding on to so much trauma, so much pain, unforgiveness, and wounds of our childhood and our present life, abandonment, neglect, being molested, all of these different things that have happened to people, when your body is holding on to that, it transmutes into toxicity in the body. And your body is trying to dispel toxins. It's trying to get rid of toxins. And so the only place that it can do that, especially if you're not crying, the only place that it can do that, it has to show up on the skin. It's the largest organ. So there were many steps that I had to take. The first step is I had to change my eating. I had to get very mindful of what I was putting into my body. And I was eating ice cream like it was nothing. I knew what my favorite ice cream used to be Haagen-Dazs double chocolate chip. And I knew where it was on sale. I knew what day of the week it was on sale. But that dairy is what caused all of the blackheads to surface on my face. As soon as I would eat dairy, my skin would just go crazy. And then on top of that, when I was eating certain type of meats, that would also clog my pores. And I can't say that it caused acne, but when your body is having a tough time digesting steak, for instance, those toxins have to go somewhere. And so the easiest way for it to come out is through the pores, especially right here and in these areas. So I had to clean up my diet, and now it consists of fruits and vegetables, living foods. The way that you see my skin is glowing is because I'm eating foods that have these same colors, these vibrant oranges and yellows and greens and purples and pinks and reds. I'm eating foods that reflect of how I want to feel on the inside, and now it's reflecting on the outside. The second thing that I had to do was get very serious about the emotional aspect that acne has in comparison with emotions. And so again, if you have experienced trauma, wounds, abandonment, neglect, parents who have very toxic ways or never loved you or saw you in the way that you wanted, all of these voids create toxicity in the body if you have not gone through your process to start healing these spaces. And so when you have toxicity in the body's trying to keep you alive. It needs to dispel those toxins. It needs to try to get rid of it, especially if you're a person who's numb and a person who has not cried in a very long time. Where do you think those emotions go? They don't go away just because you choose to forget. They don't go away because you choose not to remember. They don't go away because you choose not to acknowledge them. These emotions become stored in the cellular waste and the cellular makeup of your body. And since your body is an organ that's trying to keep you alive, it's trying to get rid of those toxins that you're stored. Because you don't want to cry, it's like, well, since you won't cry, it has to manifest and get out of your system in some type of way. And it shows up as pimples on your face. That is your body saying, we have toxicity and we're trying to get rid of it. Okay, sometimes it can manifest as disease, or it manifests as horrible behaviors in a relationship. But typically, these things manifest as dull, lifeless skin. Dark circles under the eyes are a clear indication that there are multiple things going on. And the last thing that I had to do was get very serious about what I was actually putting on my skin. And that's what caused me to create my own skincare products, because none of the other things were working. And if I was transitioning into a more healthy lifestyle, then I wanted to put only things on my skin that reflected what I wanted to be inside my body, which was healthy things, which was herbs, and which was natural oils. And I did a lot of research on herbalism. I did a lot of research on different herbs and what works best for the skin, what gives the skin more moisture, what releases toxins in the skin. And I started to create my own products. And my products literally changed the texture of my skin. The color of my skin became so much more vibrant and bright. And you guys comment on my skin all the time, and all I'm doing is utilizing things that are natural products and things that have had time to mature in these herbs. So I infuse the herbs in oil for a minimum of 60 days. So these herbs have time to sit and mature and soak into the oil. All of these healing properties are soaking into the skin when you put it on your skin. A lot of people infuse their products with fire. They'll put the oil in a pot, they'll put the herbs in a pot, and that kills the ability for the herb to really mature. It forces it into submission, into leaking out into the oil. And when you have that type of intention put behind your product, that force, it comes across your face as well. And so these products mature at their own rate for 60 days. And that's where the glow comes from. Everything is a process and allowing it to flow. Nothing is forced. And so also, along with my skincare line, I also have an ebook. So you have all of the information that you need to have about how I took all of the steps to get my skin the way that it is now. But the biggest thing that I wanted to share is that we put a lot of emphasis on just the product. And the product itself is not a one-stop shop. You have to now be dedicated and diligent to your journey of healing. And not just your skin, you have to now be dedicated and diligent in your journey to heal your emotions and to practice doing healthy things. This is an act of self-love. When you set positive intentions, for instance, with my moisturizer, I don't just open the bottle and put the moisturizer on my face. When I open this bottle, I'm setting an intention for what this is to do for my face. I'm telling it, this is what your intention is. This is what your expectation is to do on my skin. For instance, whenever you are saying a prayer, your prayer is your intention of what you expect that food to do inside your body. God, please let this food be nourishment to the body. You are setting an intention. That's all it is. You are giving praise and acknowledgement, and you're also setting an expectation. So when you are using a product, you should still have that same level of expectation and intention while you're doing it. These are mindful practices to get you in the process of understanding that all of these things are aligned. There is no one-stop shop like, oh, I'm gonna put her moisturizer on and I'm just gonna be glowing like she is. You have to remember that you don't just see my skin glowing. You see my heart glowing. You see my soul glowing. You see all of the intentional work that I'm doing behind the scenes to heal my emotions, to grow, to have positive understanding, to have a healthier perspective. And so if anyone is just selling you a skincare product and it's like, here girl, buy this, you have to understand that it's levels to it. So yes, buy this. But when you buy this, also buy into the act of self-love, creating this ritual to not just expect your body to do something just because you put a product on it. To actually start to love yourself enough that you give your body everything that it's asking for. If your body is asking for you to drink a certain amount of water, to start incorporating fruits that have a high content of vitamin C, which mangoes will get you right. If you really want to glow, start eating the mangoes. At least 4 mangoes a day, your skin will change, I promise you. But having fruits that have high water content, drinking juices, vegetable juices, and fruit juices, adding things to your body that are living foods, doing the work that you need to do to heal toxic emotions. My clients on my one-on-one sessions, they always say, I want to live my best life. I'm ready to thrive. I'm ready to live. I want to be happy and full of joy. And my first response is, joy does not come if you still have all of these toxic emotions, memories, traumas, wounds, people that you haven't forgiven, situations you won't let go of. Joy does not come if you still have this chip on your shoulder. You cannot thrive and glow and shine and you still have all of this toxicity on one shoulder. You have to do the full spectrum of work. You have to allow yourself to really learn to love yourself and give yourself what it's asking for. Your body, your soul doesn't want to keep holding on to the past. And what you're seeing is the past is showing up on your face. Whether you have acne, pimples, blackheads, whether you just have dull, lifeless skin, your skin is a clear indication of how you feel about yourself. Your skin is a clear indication of what your insides look like. And so the true act of self-love is reminding yourself that you actually deserve to glow, not just from the outside, but to glow on the inside. So I'm gonna show you guys my skincare products. The first one that I'm gonna start with is the herbs. So I make this is called Sasha Flowers Intentional SkinCare Intentionally Rooted. Let's see if you guys can see that, intentionally rooted. And so I have a lot of different ingredients in these herbs, but the active ingredient is sarsaparilla, chamomile, calendula, and burdock. But there are many other herbs. You can check the website and see all of the herbs that are encompassed in this. But the purpose, you guys see that? The purpose of these herbs are to cleanse the blood, cleanse the system, cleanse the organs, cleanse the digestive system. Okay, and then you have like chamomile and calendula. These herbs are beautiful for skincare. These herbs provide moisture and all the other things that are necessary to rebuild the tissue, especially if you're someone who has hyperpigmentation. These herbs are beautiful for that. The sarsaparilla and the burdock root are beautiful for cleansing the inside of the body, because the way that you want to cleanse your body, you want to first start with the blood. And a lot of herbs in this deal with cleaning the blood. So this is not a detox. This is just a tea. And so you can make this tea every single day with like 1 or 2 teaspoons. Or you can do like me. I make a gallon of the tea every week. And what I do is I take like 1/4 a cup, I put it in a gallon of water, and I allow the water to boil and, you know, do all the things I need to do to create the tea. I have the instructions on here. I'll actually create a video. I add it in this video to show you guys how to create the big batch of tea. And I drink it every morning and I drink it every evening before I go to bed. And this just aids in me doing the internal work. We always want the topical, but there is an internal journey that has to happen as well. And so this aids in you being able to do the internal work. The next item that I have is the Sasha Flowers Aura Detoxifying Mask. I don't even know if you guys can see that. This has burdock root, kelp, spirulina. These are just a few of the active ingredients. It also has clay, green clay, pink clay, and this is a detoxifying mask. So every week I give myself a facial. This consists of me using my steamer. This consists of me doing extractions. And after I do my extractions, after I get all of the blackheads or the whiteheads and just the clogged pores around my nose, I always do my detoxifying mask. And what this is going to do is you're going to apply it to the face, and then this helps detoxify your pores that are already open because you just did extractions. And the next day, I typically see that all of the stubborn pimples that I couldn't get, they're already at the surface ready for you to extract, because this brings them to the surface. It really detoxifies and brings all of those things that are lying underneath the skin, it brings them to the surface so you can get them out. I love, love, love this. The next one is my intentional cleansing oil. Okay. And so this has chamomile, arnica, lavender. This also is a jojoba oil. And so basically what I do is there's a process to cleaning the face. And as I used to, when I was younger, I used to use like alcohol pads because I wanted to see the dirt come off on the alcohol pad. And that was my way of knowing, like, yeah, my skin is really clean now. But with this oil is better to get the dirt and the sebum and all of the things that are lying in the crevices of your skin. You use oil with oil. If you were to wash your face and go straight to water, oil and water does not mix. So you typically have still residue of dirt still on your face and oil still on your face. So when you use this oil, you just put it on your face, you massage it in, you get all of your makeup off. I don't use makeup removers because it's not necessary. And you get all of the makeup off, and then you take a white cotton round and you just wipe all of that oil off your face, and you'll see all of the dirt coming off on the cotton round. I'm also going to do a tutorial on this. I'll add it to the same video, or I'll add it to another video, just so they're not super long. I know y'all attention span don't be that long. My attention span don't be that long. You got about 5 minutes to get to the point, and we already at 24, so let me keep moving. The next one is the Gentle Oats. This is I really love this product. It's Gentle Oats. It is a facial cleanser, and you can use this as a face wash, or you can use this as a mask. And it has oats, koalin clay, and almonds, and it also has a French clay as well. And so with this, if you have extremely sensitive skin, this is a beautiful product for you because it's so soft, it's so subtle. It still allows you to get a little bit of exfoliation with the burdock root that's in it. There's burdock root in it as well. But it's so soft on the skin, and you can also leave it on the skin for maybe 2 minutes as you're washing and, you know, brushing your teeth and maybe doing things around the house. You can leave this on your skin for extra moisture and to soothe your skin. That those oats and that koalin clay that really gets into the skin and gives you the moisture, and it also soothes any redness or any irritation that you already have. I really love this. This is a beautiful face wash and definitely a beautiful mask. The second to last is a hyaluronic acid and a vitamin C serum mixed together. And so one thing that I've had to learn about the skincare routine is that natural products are beautiful. All of these products are natural, vegan, straight from herbs. The one product that I have that is not from herbs is my hyaluronic acid and vitamin C serum. This is where I allow a little science to do what it needs to do. What I realized with my skin is I lacked a lot of moisture, and even when I was, you know, eating the fruits and the vegetables and things like that, the way that I wanted my skin to glow, I needed more moisture. And so this has done a lot of wonders for my skin. It has really added a different level of moisture to my skin, and it's really added a different type of glow to my skin as well. And it doesn't just last while the product is on. You can take this product off of your skin after a couple days, and you'll still see, without any moisturizer, without using the hyaluronic and vitamin C serum, that your skin is still beautiful and it looks like you have a glow even without it. And so the beautiful thing about the hyaluronic and vitamin C is that these things really are the groundwork to what shapes your skin as far as making it look healthy. And so you can also eat the mangoes. Like I was saying, those mangoes have a super huge high vitamin C content, which is even more than what you would get in oranges. And so if you put all of these things in one bottle and then add them to your skincare, put them on your face, your skin has no choice but to glow. This is my second favorite product of my skin line. This is my first, my moisturizer. It's called Intentional Sunshine Moisture. And this is called Transitioning Moon. I forgot to tell you guys the name for the hyaluronic acid vitamin C, Transitioning Moon. And this is my favorite product out of them all. This was my staple, my saving grace. This was the first product that I ever created out of all of my skincare. And this is called Internal Sunshine Moisturizer. And so this has all of the herbs that you can think of. All of my oils have been infused in herbs for a minimum of 60 days. This has been infused in all of the herbs for a minimum of 60 days. This is packed with nutrients. This is packed with anything that you need to change, to alter, to evolve, and to make your skin as healthy as it needs to be. This is nothing but healing in a bottle. And I don't go anywhere without it. I don't go anywhere without this moisturizer, because I know that it's a bee. Y'all told me that when bees come, to not shoo them away, to allow them to be present. And so and to ask the bee what it is here to teach me. And so I'm allowing the bee to be present and allowing it to teach me what it needs to teach me, or give me whatever message it needs to give me. So yes. I just had to be present with that for a few minutes. So yes, this is the Internal Sunshine Moisturizer. This is what I use on my skin. And I just put it like that. I really don't even need any right now, but I'm really excited about showing y'all. And I just massage that. Into my skin. I love this moisturizer so much. And it smells good. And that's another thing as well. When you are using natural products, you want to be mindful that they will smell like natural products. This smells like herbs. It does not have any fragrance. It may have like an essential oil like lavender, or maybe an essential oil like tea tree. Herbs smell natural. They smell like grass. They smell like life. So these are all of my products. I have them listed below. I will do a tutorial on how to use all of them so everyone's clear. The link is below. I really appreciate you guys for always supporting, for listening, for staying as long as you did. I put a lot of time and energy into creating these products. I put a lot of my soul and my heart into learning the process of growing, so that I could have things that that not only resonate with my spirit, that resonate with other people's spirit as well. And I know that people want to glow from the inside out, and that is what this skincare line is doing. Also, make sure that you purchase the ebook so you can learn in depth all of the different ways that I did to release my hyperpigmentation, all of the things that I use to get rid of my hyperpigmentation. That was the biggest part of my journey, and I put all of that in the ebook. I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. The next video will be how I use these, and then we'll get back to the traveling. I appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all later.